So tonight's Yoga Nidra is themed for the spring season. We will be blooming with the spring and planting a sankalpa, which is our intention in our unconscious mind for inner peace and rejuvenation. So let's start to get all set up. Begin to find really beautiful way to lay down where you can just start to allow the body to completely relax. Maybe you roll up a blanket and place it underneath the knees. Give yourself time to grab some pillows and blankets and put on some socks, extra layers. You want to be warm and cozy. You want your room to be dark. Maybe you're using an eye pillow and have all your notifications on your phone turned off. Laying on your back with the legs out long. Ankles turned in and let the toes turn out. Let your arms just rest loosely by your side, wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe cover up with a blanket or maybe put a little pillow under your head. And start to focus on moving deeper and deeper into a place of comfort, a place of stillness. Find a place where your breath feels abundant in your body. Noticing where the breath starts. Does it start in your upper chest? Does it start in your ribs and your diaphragm and your lower belly? When you first take a breath in, just notice, where is the root of your breath? Where does it start? I just want to start with a poem by Walt Whitman, When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed. When lilacs last in the dooryard bloomed, and the great star early drooped in the western sky, and the night I mourned and yet shall mourn, with ever returning spring, Trinity sure to me you bring, lilac blooming, perennial, and drooping star in the west, and thought of him I love. O powerful western fallen star, O shades of night, O moody, tearful night, O great star disappeared, O the black murk that hides the star. O cruel hands that hold me powerless, O helpless soul of me, O harsh surrounding cloud that will not free my soul. In the dooryard fronting an old farmhouse near the whitewashed palings stands the lilac bush, tall growing, with heart-shaped leaves of rich green, with many a pointed blossom rising, delicate, with the perfume strong I love. With every leaf a miracle, and from this bush in the dooryard, with delicate colored blossoms and heart-shaped leaves of green, a sprig with its flower I break. In the swamp and secluded recesses, a shy and hidden bird is warbling a song. Solitary the thrush, the hermit withdrawn to himself, avoiding the settlements, sings himself a song. Song of a bleeding throat, death's outlet, song of life. For well, dear brother, I know, if thou wast not granted to sing, thou wouldst surely die. Over the breast of the spring, the land amid cities, amid lanes, and through old woods, where lately the violets peeped from the ground, spotting the gray debris amid the grass in the fields, each side of the lanes, passing the endless grass, passing the yellow speared wheat, every grain from its shroud, and the dark brown fields uprisen, passing the apple tree blows of white and pink in the orchards, carrying a corpse to where it shall rest in the grave. Night and day journeys a coffin, coffin that passes through lanes and streets, through day and night, with the great cloud darkening the land, with the pomp of the in-looped flags, with the cities draped in black, with the show of the states themselves, as of crape-veiled women standing, with processions long and winding in the flambeaux of the night, with the countless torches lit, with the silent sea of faces and the unbared heads, with the waiting depot, the arriving coffin, and the somber faces, with dirges through the night, with 1,000 voices rising strong and solemn, with all the mournful voices of the dirges poured around the coffin, the dim-lit churches and the shuddering organs, where amid these you journey. With the tolling bells' perpetual clang, hear that coffin slowly passes, and I give you my sprig of lilac. Nor for you, for one alone, blossoms and branches green, to coffins all I bring. For fresh is the morning, thus would I chant a song for you, O sane and sacred death. All over bouquets of roses, O death, I cover you over with roses and early lilies, but mostly and now the lilac that blooms the first. Copious I break the sprigs from the bushes. With loaded arms I come pouring for you, and the coffins, all of you, O death. O western orb sailing the heaven, now I know what you must have meant as a monk since as I walked in silence the transparent shadowy night, as I saw you had something to tell, as you bent to me night after night, as you drooped from the sky low down, as if to my side, while the other stars all looked on. As we wandered together the solemn night for something I know not what kept me from sleep, as the night advanced and I saw on the rim of the west how full you were of woe, as I stood on the rising ground in the breeze in the cool transparent night, as I watched where you passed and was lost in the never-word black of the night. And my soul in its troubled, dissatisfied sank, as where you sad orb concluded, dropped in the night and was gone. Sing on there in the swamp, oh singer, bashful and tender, I hear your notes, I hear your call, I come presently, I understand you. But a moment I linger, for the lustrous star has detained me. The star my departing comrade holds and detains me. Oh, how shall I warble myself for the dead one there I loved? And how shall I deck my song for the large, sweet soul that has gone? And what shall my perfume be for the grave of him I love? Sea winds blown from east and west, blown from the eastern sea and blown from the western sea, there still on the prairies meeting, these and with these, and the breath of my chant, I'll perfume the grave of him I love. Oh, what shall I hang on the chamber walls? And what shall the pictures be that I hang on the walls to adorn the burial house of him I love? Pictures of growing spring and farms and homes. With the 4th month eve at sundown and the gray smoke lucid and bright, with floods of the yellow gold of the gorgeous, indolent, sinking sun, burning, expanding the air, with the fresh, sweet herbage underfoot and the pale green leaves of the trees prolific. In the distance, the flowing glades, the breast of the river, with a wind dapple here and there, with ranging hills on the banks, with many a line against the sky and shadows. And the city at hand with dwellings so dense, and stacks of chimneys, and all the scenes of life in the workshops and the workmen homeward returning. Low body, low body and soul, this land, my own Manhattan with spires and the sparkling and hurrying tides and the ships, the varied and ample land, the south and the north and the light, Ohio's shores and flashing Missouri, and ever the far spreading prairies covered with grass and corn. Lo, the most excellent sun, so calm and haughty, the violet and purple morn with just felt breezes, the gentle, soft born, measureless light, the miracle spreading, bathing all, the fulfilled noon. The coming eve delicious, the welcome night and the stars over my cities, shining all, enveloping man and land. Sing on, you gray brown bird. Sing from the swamps, the recesses. Pour your chant from the bushes, limitless, out of dusk, out of the cedars and the pines. Sing on, dearest brother, warble your reedy song, low and loud, human song, with voice of uttermost woe. O liquid and free and tender, O wild and loose to my soul, O wondrous singer, you only I hear. Yet the star holds me, but will soon depart. Yet the lilac with mastering odor holds me. Now, while I sat in the day and looked forth, in the close of the day with its light and the fields of spring and the farmers preparing their crops, in the large unconscious scenery of my land with its lakes and forests, and the heavenly aerial beauty, and the perturbed winds and the storms, under the arcing of heavens, of the afternoon swift passing, and the voices of children and women, the many moving sea tides, and I saw the ships how they sailed, and the summer approaching with richness, and the fields all busy with labor, and the infinite separate houses, how they all went on, each with its meals and its minutiae of daily usages. And the streets and how their throbbings throbbed, and the cities pent low, then and there, falling upon them, and among them all, enveloping me with the rest, appeared the cloud, appeared the long black trail, and I knew death, its thought, and the sacred knowledge of death. Then, with the knowledge of death as was walking one side of me, and the thought of death close walking on the other side of me, and I in the middle, as with companions, and as holding the hands of the companions, I fled forth to the hiding, receiving night that talks not, down to the shores of the water, the path by the swamp in the dimness, to the solemn shadowy cedars and ghostly pines so still, and the singer so shy, to the rest received me, the gray browned bird I know, received us comrades three. And he sang the carol of death, and a verse for him I love. From deep secluded recesses, from the fragrant cedars and the ghostly pines so still, came the carol of the bird, and the charm of the carol wrapped me as I held, as if I held by their hands my comrades in the night, and the voice of my spirit tallied the song of the bird. Come, lovely and soothing death, undulate round the world, serenely arriving in the day, in the night, to all, to each, sooner or later, delicate death. Praised be the fathomless universe for life and joy, and for objects and knowledge, curious, and for love, sweet love, but praise, praise, praise for the sure and winding arms of cool enfolding death. Dark mother, always gliding near with soft feet, have none chanted for thee a chant of fullest welcome? Then I chant for thee. I glorify thee above all. I bring thee a song that when thou must indeed come, come unfalteringly. Approach, strong deliveress. When it is so, when thou hast taken them, I joyously sing the dead, lost in the loving, floating ocean of thee, laved in the flood of thy bliss, O death. From me to thee glad serenades, dance for thee I propose, saluting thee, adornments and feastings for thee, and the sights of the open landscape and the high spread sky are fitting, and life in the fields and the huge and thoughtful night. The night in silence under many a star, the ocean shore and the husky whispering wave, whose voice I know, and the soul turning to thee, O vast and well-veiled death, and the body gratefully nestling close to thee. Over treetops I float thee a song, over the rising and sinking waves, over the myriad fields and the prairies wide, over the dense packed cities all, and the teeming wharves and ways, I float this carol with joy to thee, O death. To the tally of my soul, loud and strong, kept up the gray brown bird, with pure, deliberate noises spreading, filling the night. Loud in the pines and cedars dim, clear in the freshness, moist in the swamp perfume of the orchids, and I with my comrades there in the night, while my sight that was bound and my eyes unclosed as to long panoramas of visions. And I sat askant with the armies. I saw in the noiseless dreams hundreds of battle flags borne through the smoke of the battles and pierced with the missiles I saw them in, carried hither and yon through the smoke, and torn and bloody, and at last but a few shreds left on the staffs, all in silence, and staffs all splintered and broken. I saw battled corpses, myriads of them, and white skeletons of young men. I saw them. I saw the debris and the debris of all the slain soldiers of war. But then I saw they were not as was thought. They themselves were fully at rest. They suffered not. The living remained. and suffered. The mother suffered, and the wife and the child and the musing comrades suffered, and the armies that remained suffered. Passing the visions, passing the night, passing unloosely the hold of my comrade's hands, passing the song of the hermit bird and the tallying song of my soul. Victorious song, death's outlet song, yet varying, ever altering song. As low and wailing, yet clear the notes, rising and falling, flooding the night, sadly sinking and fainting, as warning and warning, and yet bursting with joy, covering the earth and filling the spread of the heaven as that powerful psalm in the night. I heard from recesses passing, I leave thee, lilac with heart-shaped leaves. I leave thee there in the dooryard blooming, returning with spring. I cease from my song for thee, from my gaze on thee in the west, fronting the west, communing with thee, O comrade, lustrous, with silver face in the night. Yet each to keep and all, retrievements out of the night. The song, the wondrous chant of the gray-brown bird, and the tallying chant, the echoes aroused in my soul, with the lustrous and drooping star, with the countenance full of woe, with the holders holding my hand, nearing the call of the bird, comrades mine, and I in the midst, and their memory ever to keep for the dead I loved so well, for the sweetest, wisest soul of all my days and lands, and for his dear sake. Lilac and star and bird twined with the chant of my soul. There in the fragrant pines and the cedars dusk and dim. When lilacs last in the dooryard bloomed by Walt Whitman. Say to yourself mentally, I am practicing Yoga Nidra for total rest, rejuvenation, without judging or trying to change anything. Just acknowledge any feelings and any emotions that are present within you. If you notice something specific like tension, gently acknowledge to yourself. Silently saying, for example, I notice tension in my right calf. And then notice how that feels. Then try to imagine the opposite feeling or emotion. Practicing the power of our mind, tuning in to the magic that we have within us, breathing in, breathing out. Focus here now on how the body feels and what else needs to be released in the body. Breathing in. Long breath from the belly to the ribs to the heart. Breathing out. From the chest to the ribs, the breath floats like a rippling wave back down to the hips, and then it ripples back up once again from the belly to the ribs to the heart. Bring your awareness to your third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Start to envision a crystal light, beautiful, luminous crystal, a rare crystal shining brightly. Clear quartz, carrying the energy of creativity as you're gazing into the crystal, feeling the purifying sense of what you can release and let go of. And you become aware of a beautiful white light that's reflecting from within. And you invite the white light into your third eye. You allow this energy to move freely down into the center of your being. You sense the white light deep within you, calm, soothing energy and light. Noticing the sensations that you feel here, filled with light. Establishing a connection not only to the inner light within you, but through the pores and to where your skin meets the air, the aura. Soft, fuzzy glow around the edges of your body starts to emanate, radiating and pulsing and vibrating. This light grows an oval shape around you. And in your mind's eye, where this crystal quartz clear gem is living and pulsing as well, you're breathing in and noticing how your intention here, your focus on this quartz, is increasing the size of your aura from your breath. And you're feeling divine and sacred, and you're feeling at awe at the mystery and the miracle of being alive in this moment, and present in your breath and present with your beautiful divineness in your aura around you. You're feeling the realm of eternal peace within yourself and interconnectedness of all, anchoring deeper and deeper into the silent depths of your being, allowing yourself to be free, allowing nothing to be holding you down, allowing your imagination to take you to a deeper breath and a deeper level of calm. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, you notice in your mind's eye, gazing at this crystal out of nowhere, of magical nothingness, a golden majestic gate appears in front of your inward gaze. And your soft breath is like a breeze. As you breathe out and walk forward, you unlock the gate and you slowly float through. As you float through, you gaze out at a field of tall green grass and an array of blue, purple, yellow, and pink and white wildflowers, daisies, orchids, tulips, lilies, daffodils, violets. And you smell the bouquet of the flowers, and you immediately throw your arms up in the air and you dance around, twirling and smelling the flowers and feeling joy radiating from your feet to the tip of your head. Your aura is shining, you're smiling and feeling free, and you realize that the flower's bouquet of beauty and luscious scent is enough alone to attract the bees and the birds, and that the colors, they are there for you and for all to enjoy the deeper mystery of their beauty and their presence. You feel at one in the wildflower field, You twirl and dance and you smile and you feel the sun on your skin and you feel free and liberated. You feel magical and in this wondrous place, you gaze around you, you see beautiful, rooted, tall trees of cherry blossoms and magnolias and dogwood trees and trees with yellow flowers and all kinds of beautiful flowering trees growing around the flowers. You are just in awe by the beauty and you are feeling grateful for life and for this beautiful, magical moment. Sun on your face and the spring in your step, you feel rejuvenated. You breathe deeper and you take it all in. You notice as you wander about, there's a natural spring of water flowing out of the earth's surface, and you're flooded with hope and joy and inner peace with every breath, and with every exhale, you're relaxing deeper and deeper into this beautiful place of nature, feeling the beauty in what you see, but also within you, not separate, but one together. And you realize now in this beautiful place is the time to plant the seed of your sankalpa, your intent for this practice. You'll plant it deep into a quiet space within you to feel the seed, the sankalpa. In every cell of your body, you feel the emotions of this intention with intensity as if it already came true. I am blooming with the season of spring. I am rejuvenated. Repeating your sankalpa with sincerity and excitement. I am practicing yoga nidra for my inner peace, for complete rejuvenation. You sit on a rock to ponder your sankalpa. You gaze at the beauty and you take a moment to feel alive, to feel at awe, and to feel blessed. You breathe in. You breathe out. You breathe in, still smelling the flowers. And you breathe out. You breathe in. And as you breathe out, you notice in your mind's eye that space between your eyebrows, your third eye, you notice the radiant white light glowing. You're welcoming it into your forehead, into your eyes. You feel your eyes as glowing embers, your ears. You notice your ears receiving sound. Your nose, your tip of your nose. You notice your nose is inhaling the scent of the flowering bouquet around you. You notice your breath breathing in air, which keeps you alive. You relax your jaw and you feel your lips, your upper lip, your lower lip, your mouth. You notice your tongue and you allow your tongue to relax. You feel your throat, your neck, feel the back of your neck softening, lengthening. Noticing the right collarbone and the left collarbone and the right side of the chest and the left side of the chest. You notice the middle of the chest and the abdomen, and you feel the whole front of the body. Feel the whole front of the body. Breathing in this white light, allowing it to surround your whole body with this divine light emanating and bringing forth the divinity within you. You bring your mind back to that third eye. And here, as you peer at your third eye from your dark closed lids, just sensing the space as if it were a movie screen. And I'll name a few objects. And as I name each one, just try to visualize it and stay present to the sound of my voice. Gently bringing your attention to the following sensations. Focusing on the eyebrow center. Seeing nothing, only darkness. See fireflies at night. Feeling of spring rain on your skin. A purple sunset. A frog hopping across lily pads. Birds flying across the sunset. A nest with robin's eggs. A smiling Buddha. See a rainbow in the sky. A waterfall. Your reflection in a puddle after the spring rain. A rising sun and the birds chirping. Footprints in desert sands. Shades of pink in the sky after sunset. Standing on a mountain, gazing at a field of yellow flowers. Freedom. Please stay in this state of freedom as you connect with your breath, your natural breath. And as you are in this powerful space of freedom, repeat your sankalpa and let the universe respond to the frequency and the vibration. I am practicing Yoga Nidra for my inner peace and complete rejuvenation. I am blooming with the season of spring. Bring your awareness to your right foot, the right pinky toe, the next toe, the middle toe, the fourth toe, and the big toe. Bring your awareness to the bottom of your right foot. Bring your awareness to the top of your right foot. Notice your right ankle. Notice your right calf. Your right knee. Your right hip. Your right waist. Your right ribs. Your right shoulder. The rotator cuff. Collarbone. Right elbow. Right wrist. Right thumb. Right first finger. Right second finger. Right third finger. Right fourth finger. Right fifth finger. Feel your whole right hand, your right arm, right side of your torso, and the right leg, and your right foot. Gently relax the whole right side of your body. Soften, relax, let go. Notice how the right side of your body feels. We'll bring our awareness to our left big toe, and then the next toe, the third toe, the middle toe, the fourth toe, and the fifth, the pinky toe. Bring your awareness to the bottom of your left foot. Relax. Bring your awareness to the top of your left foot. Relax. Awareness to your left ankle, left calf, left knee, left hip, waist, left ribs. Relax. Softening the left shoulder, the rotator cuff, collarbone, the left elbow, the left hand, left thumb, first finger, relax, middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger, relax, let go. Notice the whole left arm, relax. Notice the whole left side of the torso, the heart, softening, letting go, relaxing, inner peace, rejuvenation, feeling the left leg, the left foot, feeling the whole left side of the body. Imagining the left side and the right side feel equally balanced and free, open, rejuvenated. Imagine now that your whole entire body, it's still you, you're still here, you're alive. We are simply going to take everything out. And now you are the outline of your body, and we're going to see the spring flowers from that beautiful field blowing in the air. All the flowers and the petals are blowing in the air. The cherry blossoms, dandelions, and the daffodils are blowing to where you are, and they're landing on you, and they're becoming you and filling you up. So now where you once had a calf or a knee or belly button or a rib, you have petals of flowers of beautiful colors and shapes. And you feel light and fluttery and flowy and all petally. To your head, down through the fingers. Just allow your imagination to go wild with this image and this feeling. Being truly at one with nature. We are nature, nature is us. Let that sense of aliveness and rejuvenation just wash up you from your feet to the crown of your head like a big rolling, rippling wave. Up the calves, up over the knees, up over the thighs, breathing in, up over the hips and the lower belly, up, rippling, up over the chest and up over the arms, the neck, and the head. When you exhale, you feel this rippling, slow wave just washing away the flower petals and washing away everything you wish to let go of and leave behind, except for the seed that you planted in your sankalpa, your seed and intention for Nidra tonight. Everything else is washed away, and you're left with your seed, your intention. To bloom with the spring, to rejuvenate, to feel inner peace and freedom. Bring your right hand to the body, solar plexus area. Softly, gently, and slowly bring your left hand to your heart. Feel your body on the earth and notice how you feel. Reflect on your journey. Miraculous flowers in the field, the trees, the poem, the rotation of consciousness through your mind's eye, your body scan, your breath. Give yourself time to integrate your experience. Daisy Time by Marjorie Pickthall. See, the grass is full of stars, fallen in their brightness. Hearts they have of shining gold, rays of shining whiteness. Buttercups have honeyed hearts, bees, they love the clover, but I love the daisy's dance. All the meadow over. Blow, oh blow, you happy winds, singing summer's praises, up the field and down the field, a dancing with the daisies. It's Daisy Time by Marjorie Pickthall. You can gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, feeling energy in your hands. You can start to bring the knees one at a time in toward your chest, to roll over onto your right side if you wish, or you can drift off to sleep. But if you'd like, you pause here in fetal position on your side and you ponder what you'd like to carry from your practice with you into the rest of your beautiful weekend, your evening ahead. And you gently, using as little effort as possible, make your way to a seated position if you'd like to, or you stay in bed. If you're seated, you bring your hands to prayer at your heart, feeling the fingertips touching, aligned, the thumb feeling fire, the index finger connecting with the air element, the ether, and the middle finger. Feeling the earth in your ring finger and the watery element of your pinky finger, the balance of nature and all the elements within you, just connecting in honor of that connectedness. We chant Om in yoga to remind us of the illusion of separateness. Om. The light within me honors and bows to the light within you. Thank you for being here for Nidra tonight, and have a beautiful rest of your evening and weekend ahead. Namaste.